come soon. And this distraught individual here is the Bobby the Brain Heenan.
I'm your host, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Prime Time Wrestling, where we feature the superstars of the World Wrestling Federation. Brain, we're just 6 short days away from the golden opportunity of a lifetime for you.
That's correct. And we're only a couple minutes away from what I'm going to tell you.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be embarrassed out here anymore. I don't want to be put down by you or anybody. I went in the other day, last week here to the director's room to change that tape around. But no, they switched the exit signs. I wound up out in the parking lot by some 7-Eleven. But you showed whatever you wanted to show to embarrass me. It's never going to happen again.
I showed what I promised our viewing audience that we would see, not whatever you decided they wanted to see. You wanted to show King Kong Bundy. That's our feature this week. We're going to see King Kong Bundy.
Right.
He and Paul Orndorff teaming up against Morocco and Orton.
That's correct.
That's our feature. We're going to see it this week.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Let's do it.
We're also going to take a look at Demolition against K&M.
Can Spam team.
Why do you have to be derogatory about these guys?
Because I don't like them.
These guys are probably headed for the next tag team championship of the world. That's the kind of ability that they have.
Yeah, and they're nice-looking guys, too.
You know,
But how are they going to look after they're done with some of the tough teams in the World Wrestling Federation when they have no teeth? They're going to call themselves the Gum-Ams?
Please, please. We're also going to be taking a look at another unusual tag team in the form of Sika and Kamala teaming up. You know, how are these guys going to communicate?
That's not your average centerfold.
Our opening bout comes direct from Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. Going to take a look at Dino Bravo as he takes on Hillbilly Jim. Let's go to ringside. Talk about a big, raw, brute, powerhouse type individual. We're talking about that particular man right there. Maybe we can get a good shot later on of those nice patent leather boots that were also given to him by champion Hulk Hogan.
You know, you're a big name dropper. That's all you are. Hulk Hogan this, Hulk Hogan that. Are you in the Hulk Hogan fan club?
Well, he's the world's heavyweight champion. You don't have anybody in your...
we do, too. We have a world heavyweight champion, baby. The Hart Foundation.
You have the tag team champions, the Hart one.
Well, so what? Well, they're the world champions, aren't they?
Yeah, but you've got some single guys in your stable who would like to have the title world's heavyweight champion.
Well, let me say this, baby. Whether Andre wins the world championship, which he probably will, or whether it's Hulk Hogan, adorable Adrian, after we shave Piper's head in WrestleMania 3 and send him to Hollywood bald-headed, maybe Adrian will just go for that world championship.
You'll be lucky if you come out of there with any curls. You know, you could be shaving as well, you know. I know a lot of people would like to do that.
Now, don't start these rumors now, Gorilla. See that?
I can get Alice Cooper to do that.
Of course he pulls hair. This guy can't wrestle.
Watch this, Johnny V. You're running around ringside screaming derogatory remarks at Hillbilly Jim. I would say a year or so ago that might have got to him, but not anymore.
You know, speaking of Alice Cooper, too, you know, Alice Cooper, in one of his interviews with Jake the Snake that I happened to see, said I was a one-hit wonder, baby.
You got that right. Where do you hear that from?
He probably heard it from you, Gorilla. You started all these stupid rumors.
I'm not even sure that you had one hit. Did you have one hit?
Listen, you go to Hollywood, California,
the
baby.
only hit that I know you got is the Hitman. Oh, big scoop slam. Wow, dropped him just like a bad habit.
Like I said, you go to Hollywood, California, and you'll see my name in the Walk of Fame up there, baby.
You will?
That's right. MGM Records, Jimmy Hart, 5 million sellers, 2 gold albums. Toured with the Beach Boys, Dick Clark Productions all over the world, man.
Talk about name dropper. I don't know, I've walked up and down that many times on Hollywood Boulevard. I never saw your name there.
Well, you just didn't walk in the right place, evidently, Gorilla.
Oh, you got to go down a few blocks.
This hillbilly guy here, he's grabbing the tights, he's doing this, he's doing that. And I'm going to tell you something, sir, as I stand here, best is yet to come.
You heard that from Johnny B, baby.
You know, the only good thing about that interview with him was that it was very short.
You know what? You better be glad he didn't hear you say that, Gorilla. You'd be in a lot of trouble, right? I might just tell him.
Irish whip into the corner. Here comes Dino, 100 miles an hour, but too late. Look out. Waffled him. Excedrin headache, number 5. Big atomic drop. Yes, nailed him with it. He's looking for help.
You know, it's like I always say, baby, he who laughs last laughs the loudest. And JB will have the last laugh before this is over with. You can bank on that, Gorilla.
That's not what I always say.
What do you always say?
I always say he who laughs last is a fool for waiting so long.
Is that what you always say? Good, it's better than your other old saying. What goes around comes around.
Well, that happens too. Good old country folk.
You've never been to Kentucky in your life. You've never eaten grits in your life, have you, Gorilla?
Oh, sure, many times.
Oh, name me one. And where?
I don't know exactly where it was, but I've had grits. You can buy grits almost anywhere now. You don't have to go down south to get grits. You don't have to be from Memphis, Tennessee to have grits. You don't have to wear them outrageous-looking garments that the honky-tonk man wears and some of that garbage. You don't have $39 worth of stuff on, including your watch.
I wish I never brought it up.
Dino Bravo getting a rude awakening here. Oh, look at the power. Oh, inverted atomic drop. Really nailed him with it.
Where's Hulk Hogan now, name dropper to help old Hillbilly Jim?
Hulk Hogan is in serious training for his upcoming title defense, the toughest match of his entire life.
You had part of it right, in serious trouble for the biggest match he's ever had in his life.
Training. Almost got him, a 2.5 count. Stunned the big guy. Look at this, backbreaker, or suplex. Side suplex. Hillbilly not looking too good right now as he's laid out there.
He didn't look too good when he came to the ring.
Elbow dropped right into sternum, could be all over. No, look at that right arm is out of there. You'd have been able to see that if you had as much experience as I've had, Jimmy, in there.
Well, I hadn't been around for 50 years, Gorilla.
I haven't been around. Well, close to 50 years. Oh, clothesline, nailed him with it. And a big headbutt. He made the guy mad.
Well, he made him mad, but look at the referee. The referee's lost. Man,
Look at that.
Fist pulling hair.
Oh, look at that. Dino Bravo just big roundhouse right, and Hillbilly stepped aside, and referee Terry Ornston got clobbered.
Hey, Hillbilly jerked the referee in front. You know he did, man, because Hillbilly knew he was in trouble. There you go, Johnny. Put the boost to him.
Hillbilly was in front of the referee. What are you talking about?
JB trying to help the referee up.
Sure, they know they're in trouble right now. I believe this match is history. You can't strike the referee. The match is over. I guarantee he's going to give you the bell here. Oh, yes!
I can't believe this!
Disqualified Dino Bravo. Referee Terry Ornston did the only thing he should have done.
Here is your winner, Hillbilly Jim.
Gorilla, I'm leaving. I've got better things to do with my time than to sit out here with you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you for leaving.
See you at WrestleMania 3.
Thank you. Very distraught and dejected, Dino Bravo headed for the locker room area along with his manager as they were disqualified. Dino Bravo just took off with a big roundhouse right. Let's go back and take a look at the replay. Well, the referee had already gone down here. It had already been nailed by Dino Bravo. And now, unless it's Johnny V sensing what might have gone down, try to get a little sympathy by getting in there and helping Terry Ornston to his feet, but all for naught. He knew what went down. He knew who nailed him. Gave the victory to Big Hillbilly Jim. Will be back. What a cheap way to stop from being humiliated by Hillbilly Jim. What an out for Dino Bravo. Another real upfront guy. No comment?
Huh?
Yeah, we're on the air here. This is part
You
of
know,
our
Luscious Johnny tried to help the referee up. He tried to be a nice guy, and then the referee turned on him. He should be suspended for life. This is my opinion.
Johnny V?
No.
Dino Bravo?
No. The referee and the big dumb Nick from Mudlick.
I hope that you have all your tickets for all your out-of-the-country guests that are coming to WrestleMania 3 because there are no more tickets for the Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan.
Friends of mine are coming from France. Friends of Andre's have come from France. Friends from Italy. Friends from upstate New York. I guess they had to go to some car dealership there and rent a car to drive down. It's not because of me.
Oh, please. I can't have my tickets. My tickets are all accounted for. I can't help it if you run out of. Why do you promise all these things and then you can't deliver?
I didn't promise anything. These people told me they wanted to come. They're just, they asked to come. They wanted to.
Miss Betty driving her Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Well, I figure with, you know, even with all the pull she's got within the organization, you think she'd be driving a Chrysler New York or something. She's driving a Hyundai. Give me a break.
She's not.
We're
She's
going to take a look at
first class.
CV Offie as he takes on Ivan McDonald,
wouldn't drive a
a
Chrysler.
youngster who's looking for a place in the World Wrestling Federation. Let's go.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, to my right, from Scotland, weighing 238 pounds, Ivan McDonald. His opponent is from Samoa, weighing 234 pounds, CV Offie.
CV Offie against Ivan McDonald here this week in the World Wrestling Federation. Gorilla Monsoon at ringside with the mouth of the South, Colonel, I might add, Jimmy Hart.
That's right. You can call me the Colonel. You can call me the mouth of the South, Gorilla, as long as you call me something, baby.
Let me ask you, Mouth, how does someone get the handle Colonel laid on him other than, I'm sure the honky-tonk man just said, okay, you're the Colonel.
Well, that's right, because he knows I am.
What right do you have to be a Colonel?
I can be anything I want to be. What do you mean, what right do I have to be a Colonel?
I'll tell you, you can never be a big guy, I'll tell you that.
Well, maybe not that either. I only weigh 159 pounds, Gorilla, but, you know, like I said before, I'm a little bit tougher than you think I am, Gorilla.
Well, you got some tough guys in the Hart family, I'll tell you that.
You better believe it. When you've got the Hart Foundation behind you, you can go where you want to go. You can say what you want to say. You don't have to worry about anybody.
But how do you sleep at night knowing that your guys are the tag team champions of the world and yet the title was literally handed to them?
Well, you know, that's your opinion. You know,
No, that's opinion of a lot of people.
Oh, come on, man. Let me tell you something. You know, we won that title fair and square. You know, I'm sick and tired of telling everybody saying that I hit Dynamite over the head with a megaphone, and I'm sick and tired of the people saying that Denny Davis was looking outside the ring at something else and went there and counted him out, man. I'm sick and tired of it.
Well, all those things did, in fact, happen. CV Offie with a scoop slam, driving Ivan down into the canvas. Drop kick. Oh, caught him right underneath the chin. Oh, the momentum takes him right over the top rope onto the hard concrete floor here. Lucky for him, he came down feet first.
Well, you know, all these island people are alike, man. He's just like the Islanders, man. Look at all the grease all over the body. And
well, at least you were smart enough to realize that you couldn't walk out here with that ominous megaphone of yours and expect to stay here.
Well, you know what? I knew that you'd probably grab the thing and try to run off with it and take it away from me. That's why I didn't bring it out here.
I wouldn't have run off with it.
I know you'd have probably tried to break it.
You'd have been wearing it.
Oh, cute, real cute, Gorilla.
Nice fireman's carry there by Ivan McDonald. You remember what happened to you on Prime Time? You were history in a hurry.
Oh, of course, but wait a minute, Gorilla. But I'm telling you, that wasn't my fault. You know exactly what happened on Prime Time, man. You were jealous of me.
You're trying to say that you were doing what Jesse the Body asked you to do, right?
I went up to see Jesse the Body. He asked me would I fill in a couple of shows for him, and I did. And then all of a sudden, look what happened from there.
Yeah. CV unloading with some chops. Going to that kung fu martial arts that he possesses.
This karate, this kung fu, this jiu-jitsu, whatever it is, it's illegal in wrestling.
Why? Because none of your guys do it?
I know we can do it if we want to do it, Gorilla.
Irish whip in, look out. Whoa, nailed him with that one.
Matter of fact, Danny Davis is a black belt in karate, something you didn't know.
Yeah, the only black belt he's got is the one that holds up his pants, I guarantee you. CV Offie now going to work on the left leg of Ivan McDonald. And he's doing a number with it. Haven't seen a step over toe hold applied in quite some time. Well, this is not actually a step over toe hold, but now it is. Uh-oh, look at the pressure exerted here. Could be a submission here.
No way, baby, no way.
You don't think McDonald would like to quit?
Well, I'll tell you, you know, McDonald's a little tougher than, he doesn't seem like he's got a lot of experience right now, but you can see he looks a little tougher than maybe Sika thinks he is.
Oh, he's got a grapevine now. Looks like a pretzel out there. Might want to give it up. Sort of an upside-down figure four, but he reached the ropes, ref.
All right, good move, baby. It's on the ropes.
It's the only move he had left. Was that or saying uncle, one of the two. And CV's still going to work. CV Offie currently looking for a partner, a tag team partner here in the World Wrestling Federation.
He'll never find one.
What do you mean he'll never find one?
Well, you know what? Maybe he will, because you know who else is looking for a partner? Danny Spivey. Maybe these two guys can get together. That's right.
Well, certainly would make an interesting combo.
Yeah, the Laurel and Hardy of professional wrestling.
Well, you'd have Danny Spivey, a 6'9", 300-pounder, and the agility and the ability of a Siviafi. I used to love when Siviafi used to do that fire dance before his match. You remember that?
Yes,
Were you around here then?
Yes, I was around here. What do you mean was I around here then? Of course I was around here then, Gorilla.
Seems like only yesterday you came here to the World Wrestling Federation. How long has it been, Mouth?
Well, you know, time flies by. When
Couple of years now? 2, 3, 4 years?
It's been about 2.5 years, Gorilla.
About 2 years too long, I think.
Oh, cute, real cute.
Go ahead, do it.
If he does this, he should be disqualified immediately.
Headbutt? What's wrong with a headbutt?
Well, look where his head went, man.
Right in the lower abdomen, turns it into a nice roll up here. No, couldn't get the big guy.
I'm telling you, this McDonald looks a little tough tonight, Gorilla.
Well, he's got some brute strength. I'll give him that. Certainly lacks a lot in the finesse area.
Well,
Irish whip in. Elbow caught Seavey right in the sternum area. Oh, look at this. That's brute strength right there.
You better believe it.
Drops an elbow. What kind of a cover is that? That's what happens when you do stupid things like that.
Well, that's why the Hart Foundation, you never see him doing anything like that.
You get kicked right where the ramus of the mandible articulates with the mandibular fossa of the temporal bone. That's
Can you
what
repeat
happens.
that one time?
Well, you get kicked right behind the ears where it happens.
Thank you.
Siviafi making the youngster pay right now. Got some tattoos on him as well, McDonald does. Might have been in the Navy, perhaps, Merchant Marines, or just seemed like a good idea some Saturday night.
Well, maybe it's a little.
You got any
both.
tattoos?
Of course I don't have any tattoos. It's too painful to get a tattoo put on you. You think I'm that crazy?
Offie off the ropes, another big headbutt. Planted it right between the eyes. 1, 2, yes, 3 count. Well, he knocked him right out, I think.
He would have never done that to any member of the Hart Foundation.
Only if given an opportunity.
Well, we've got open contracts, baby.
Let's go up and get the official word.
The winner of this match is Siviafi.
Siviafi using his special skills and techniques to put away a hard worker, a hard trier, young Ivan McDonald. We're going to be seeing a lot more of McDonald in the weeks and months to come here in the World Wrestling Federation. Here it comes. Nailed him first with that suplex, which sort of took the wind out of the youngster.
Well, like I said, man, he'll never do this to one of the Hart Foundation members.
Look at that, right between the eyes. Excedrin headache number 5. Referee right there to make the 3 count. Relatively easy victory for Siviafi. Whole lot more coming at you. We'll be back. Wow, Siviafi is certainly an exciting individual. I understand that he has got some contracts signed with the Islanders as well for 6-man tag team matches.
I don't know anything.
Unlike the 6-man that Bundy is involved in.
With the midgets?
With the midgets, yes.
You're going to see the last of 2 midgets.
Well, if he should choose to do that, or if he sees fit to even lay a finger on any one of those 4 midgets that's involved in that match, the repercussions will be unbelievable.
And Blotter City.
No, I'm talking about the repercussions to him.
Siviafi's lucky he had that McDonald in there. He didn't have his brother Ronald.
Maybe they won't allow him to eat at any more fast food restaurants. That would do it.
Bundy doesn't eat junk.
He's a junkie. He's a food junkie.
He doesn't eat junk.
Are you kidding? Why are you
Fish and chicken.
Please.
Well, a couple Twinkies.
Plenty more action still to come here this week.
Like fish and chicken.
In fact, coming up, our special report on WrestleMania.
I like McDonald.
Folks, it's time for our special WWF review.
WrestleMania report.
WrestleMania report coming up with Mean Gene Okerlund. And incidentally, Brain, there's some exciting footage, compliments of Saturday night's main event.
The Battle Royal.
The Battle Royal, yes.
Couldn't have been better for me.
Probably the most prestigious Battle Royal I've ever seen in the history of professional wrestling.
That's true. That's true.
And you were ecstatic, weren't you?
Oh.
Let's go to the footage.
Champagne was flowing.
All right, this is the WrestleMania Report. I'm Gene Okerlund to talk about the biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time. I should remind you there are no tickets left for the Silverdome, but you still can see WrestleMania 3 on giant screen, full color, closed circuit, at a theater or arena near you, or certainly on a select pay-per-view basis at home. Here is your official lineup. The Can-Am Connection of Ricky Martel and Tom Zink to go against veterans Don Morocco and ace cowboy Bob Orton. There is more tag team action. The Killer Bees, comprised of B. Brian Blair and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell square off against former tag team champions Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Here's a very unique six-man tag. King Kong Bundy with his midget partners Lord Littlebrook and Little Tokyo to go against the big Hillbilly Jim and his midget partners Little Beaver and the Haiti Kid. In a singles bout on this great card, the natural Butch Reed with his manager, the Doctor of Style, Slick, to go against the very flamboyant and gregarious Coco Beware. A battle of the strongmen, Hercules to meet Billy Jack Haynes. This one, the way I see it, will be the battle of the full Nelsons. In addition, the king of wrestling, Harley Race, to meet the Junkyard Dog. It is now public knowledge that the loser will get down on his knees and bow and kneel to the victor. More tag team action as part of WrestleMania 3. The fabulous Rougeaus, Jacques and Ramon, to go against the dream team of Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake. In their corner, Canadian Dino Bravo. Jake the Snake Roberts with Alice Cooper, rock sensation, in his corner to meet the Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk, of course, is managed by Jimmy Hart. And in his final bout ever, the farewell match for Roddy Piper as he meets Adrian Adonis. The loser in this match will have his head shaven clean. The Intercontinental Champion of the World, Macho Man Randy Savage, with the lovely Elizabeth in his corner, to meet the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. In Steamboat's corner, George the Animal Steele. In tag team action, the British Bulldogs, along with Tito Santana, to meet the Hart Foundation and their partner, former referee, now wrestler, Danny Davis. Main event, Andre the Giant to challenge Hulk Hogan for the heavyweight championship, the biggest title bout of all time. Speaking of that, recently on Saturday night's main event, there were 20 men, including Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, in that Battle Royal.
Talk about the Battle Royal, Jesse.
Well, I'll tell you about Battle Royals. I never liked them, McMahon, because they are so dangerous.
And more injuries occur in this type of match than perhaps any other. I mean, it's every man for himself.
Boy, has Andre taken a detour.
And don't just blame Andre's conduct on Bobby the Brain Heenan, because down deep, Andre had to harbor resentment. He had to harbor jealousy. And whatever dark secrets Andre holds in his heart, not just Hulk, but I think I can speak for almost every fan in the world, we've all been thrown to the mat by Andre's recent actions. Here in Detroit, before this capacity crowd, and look, Andre the Giant blocking the entrance of Hulk Hogan as the Hulkster looks up into that 7'5", 500-pound frame. Yes, there's the title, Andre.
Did you see Andre stepping back saying, "Bring it on, big man, bring it on"? Look at the awesome display, tearing the T-shirt off. What a display.
Here we go, Andre. No, wait a minute, Orndorff attacking the champion from the blind side.
I love it. Look at this.
Andre still, wait a minute, Orndorff over the top.
Orndorff's eliminated. Andre's got Hogan. He's got him. The Giant's got the champion. Big headbutt, much to the same as Paco.
No, I can't believe
Over the
it.
top. Andre's eliminated Hogan and done it easily.
Look at that, Jesse. The Hulkster said, "I'm going to get you," pointing over to Andre the Giant.
Yeah, but he's not going to get him tonight. He's eliminated, McMahon.
Men can get him out. Andre battling them out. Andre trying to hang on. Andre, the king of the battle.
They're rolling him. They're rolling him. Momentum.
Andre is out.
He's out. I can't believe it.
I cannot believe that spectacular Battle Royal. Hercules coming up the winner, Andre the Giant. Your thoughts on it all?
I have two things to say. It takes 8 wrestlers to get Andre the Giant out of the ring. I take only one Giant to get Hulk Hogan out of the ring.
You'll have to admit, Andre the Giant is absolutely awesome. Now, the stars are going to be out for WrestleMania 3. Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball, is the guest ring announcer. Mary Hart from Entertainment Tonight, the lovely Mary Hart, will be our celebrity timekeeper. And recently, Mary Hart ran into Bob Uecker, Mr. Baseball.
Looks really
You like it,
good.
Mary? Huh?
Yeah.
One more week till WrestleMania 3.
You're ready, aren't you?
Yes,
Bob?
I'll be ready. I'll be in the
Yeah.
ring. You'll be ringside, keeping time. Is that right?
That means our timing is really
I'll be doing my thing inside.
talk
She'll
and
be
I'm
doing
gonna
her
ring.
thing outside.
Wait a
She'll
minute.
be ringing, I'll be dinging, and you'll be with us. Go ahead, Mary. Tell him.
You are dinging, and I'll really try to be ringing. You're right, Bob. What are you doing?
Bulking up, Mary. Bulking up.
All you're gonna do is announce, Bob.
Watch my veins. Watch the
Okay,
neck.
Don't take it too seriously. It's okay. Ouch. Oh.
Sorry, Mary.
All right, and a Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, will get it all started in WrestleMania 3 with America the Beautiful. Alice Cooper, the bizarre rock star, and apparently lover of snakes, to be in the corner of Jake Roberts when he battles against the Honky Tonk Man. There are no tickets left for the Silverdome, but you can still see WrestleMania 3 on giant screen, full color, closed circuit at an arena or theater near you, or at home on a pay-per-view basis. Of course, 12 of the most exciting matches you could ever hope to see. All 12 of them main events, plus superstars Bob Uecker, Aretha Franklin, Alice Cooper, and Mary Hart. WrestleMania 3 next Sunday.
Okay. Indeed. Andre the Giant. Andre looked awesome in that battle.
Oh, he does. He looks like a champion, don't he?
Well,
he looks like the next heavyweight champion of the world. Like he said something very prolific there. Took 8 wrestlers to throw him out of the ring, and they rolled him over. They used the ring and the ropes to do it. Nobody picked him up and got rid of him. 8 of them rolled him over.
How did they get him over the top rope?
Well, they used the top rope as their advantage, and they rolled him over.
That's part of Battle Royal. That's what it's all about.
That's fine. I'm not saying it isn't. That's fine. But nobody picked him up and got rid of him. But he took Hulk Hogan with 2 hands and threw that miserable excuse for a world's champion right down to the floor.
After he snuck up from behind now.
Doesn't matter. It's a battle royal.
It's a battle royal.
It's a battle royal.
You got to remember one thing, Brain. When you walk into the ring in the Silverdome, there's one word that still will remain as part of Andre the Giant's introduction: the challenger. He will not be the champion.
But after WrestleMania 3, Hogan's first name will be Challenger.
It remains to be seen. We'll be back in a moment.
Let's go to commercial.
Well, just taking a
Get
look.
a shot of the dolls.
Right. Well, you directing this
I
program?
got to help
now,
him do everything. Guy's almost helpless.
The Double K is doing a tremendous job in there. Just leave him alone.
Yeah, he's still
just looking at this
Super Bowl money he works out of you.
Latest edition of the World Wrestling Federation magazine. This tale of the tape is extremely interesting.
Certainly is.
Andre is bigger almost in every measurement. But he doesn't have the belt.
He will.
We're going to take a look at the Can-Am connection against Demolition. Let's go to Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
Run the film.
This tag team matchup is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring at this time, with a total combined weight of 472 pounds, Tom Zink and Rick Martel, the Can-Am Connection. Their opponents have a combined weight of 593 pounds. They are Axe and Smash Demolition.
Well, I'm not exactly sure how correct that combined weight is. I'm sure that both of these guys are over that 300-pound mark.
You better believe it. Plus, I love that heavy rock and roll metal music that they play coming to the ring, baby.
Is that what it is?
You better believe that's what it is.
Leading the way, luscious Johnny V. Another fountain of misinformation. They certainly are 2 devastating-looking individuals.
Woo! Talking about intimidation.
Thank goodness they don't allow them to wear those particular outfits during the match, or it'd be short order for sure.
You know, this is Zink and Martel that look like the Bobby Sherman and David Cassidy.
So what's wrong with that?
I'll tell you what's wrong with that, because you see, wrestling fans are like music fans. They're fickle. When you're a winner, baby, they'll stick behind you, but you're only as good as your last hit record or maybe your last match.
In other words, they didn't stay behind you very long.
Hey, I got out of music. I got into music to get professional wrestling, man.
Plus, is Johnny V collecting. Why does he have ring attire on? Why is he in his wrestling gear? We're not scheduled to wrestle.
You know, I can't hear you with that big bell ringing right in my ear over here trying to deafen me.
It says on the back of his jacket, I love Johnny.
Well, maybe he does. A lot of people love JV.
I'm sure you could count them all on one hand and have a few fingers left over.
You know, 10,000 comedians out of work, Gorilla, and you're trying to be one out here, man.
Speed and agility against power, brute power. On the part of Demolition. Terry Yorkston, referee, will have his hands full trying to maintain some semblance of order in this one. Get Johnny V out of there, and let's get this match underway.
You know, I can't wait till the Hart Foundation gets a hold of this Zink and Martel, man.
Now, do you have a contract signed to that effect?
We have open contracts, Gorilla.
Well, I see you refused, flat out refused, to put the World's Tag Team Championship on the line as part of WrestleMania 3.
It wasn't us, man. That big crowd, baby, the Bulldogs along with Tito Santana, they went crying to the promoters and everybody else. They wanted the six-man tag, and what you want, baby, is what you get.
Well, you could have put the belts up for grabs as part of the six-man if you had any confidence.
Wait a minute. Are you trying to say I don't have any confidence for the Hart Foundation and Dangerous Danny Davis?
Well, you finally understood something I said.
Oh, real cute, man. You know, you wouldn't talk to me that way if the Hart Foundation was out here right now.
Oh, yes, I would.
And I'm sick and talking. You know, now you got me all upset. I'm sick and tired of you talking about Jim the Anvil looking run down.
Tired.
Tired, run down, out of shape.
Need some Geritol or something. Smash starting things off here with Tom Zink. Irish whip in. Look out. Wow. Ran over him like a freight train. Certainly a main event in any arena in the entire wrestling world. This particular matchup right here, as the World Wrestling Federation continues to be the mecca for all the greatest superstars in the world.
You better believe it, baby. That's why the Mouth of the South's here and the Hart Foundation and Adorable Apron Adonis, everybody, baby.
Well, don't forget it. Oh, double drop kicks on both of them as they both went flying.
But look, it took two of them to do it, Gorilla.
Well, double drop kick usually involves two individuals.
Well, of course it does, but also that means it's illegal for two men to be in the ring against one, right or wrong.
Well, you forgot to mention that real stand-up guy that's part of your organization. Talking about the honky-tonk man.
Well, what about
the back jumper.
Hey, you're talking about Jake the Snake when he played that guitar with his head, baby. Well, that's just the way it goes. He shouldn't try to throw the snake on the honky-tonk man and myself.
Sooner or later, you got to pay for those kind of moves down the road as they're going to work now on the left elbow of Smash.
Well, you know what I always say, don't you, Gorilla? When you're on top, baby, you got to let it rock, and that's what the Hart Foundation's doing, Daddy.
Well, I always say what goes around comes around. Look out, nobody home. Martel just electrifying as far as his quickness is concerned, and that's so important in the world of professional wrestling. Tag made again. Can't believe I had Luscious Johnny V out here one day and asked him where on earth did he find this humongous team of Demolition, this powerhouse. He said, I put a full-page ad in the USA Today.
Well, you see, he's not going to tell you anything because, like we said, you know, telephone, telegraph, and tell Gorilla Monsoon because you tell the whole world everything. You can't keep a secret.
It's my job.
Oh, man. I'm telling you.
To keep the fans up to date about what's going on in the world of professional wrestling.
Man, you shouldn't tell the fans anything.
Look at this, second turnbuckle on the inside. Zink dropping an elbow. As Axe feeling the wrath now of the K&M connection. That's what they've got to depend on, their speed and agility and quickness and cunning.
You know, these Can-Am, they think they're superstars all of a sudden because a couple of fat, pimply-faced little girls scream over them. Then all of a sudden they think they're big professional wrestlers, baby. Well, let's see how good they are against the Demolition.
Can't talk about the Hart Foundation like that.
I guess you're talking about Brett, the heartthrob Hart, huh?
Well, I'll tell you, I'll give credit where credit is due. If they asked me for my vote for the most improved wrestler in the past several years, it would go to the Hitman.
You better believe it, man. And look at the Anvil. Big, bad, rough, and tough, and definitely
looks
hard
tired.
to bluff. What do you want to say he looks tired for? He's in the greatest shape of his life. See, you're trying to get him psyched out for this WrestleMania 3, baby.
Can-Am Connection, as part of WrestleMania 3, will face the awesome duo of the magnificent Morocco and Ace Cowboy Bob Orton, who probably have more experience inside that squared circle than any other tag team combination that I know.
And also, Mr. Fuji will be at ringside.
Oh, you can bet. There will be a happening, Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan. Sunday afternoon, March 29th. Will be the largest crowd in the history of any indoor sporting event.
You know what? It's also the farewell match of Roddy Piper. And just think, he's got to go to Hollywood bald-headed, man.
That remains to be seen.
You better, hey, put your money on Adorable Adrian.
Imagine how funny Adonis is going to look as a cue ball. I can't wait to see that.
Hey, think how funny Piper's going to look.
Luscious Johnny V applauding the efforts of his team. Both teams putting undefeated records on the line in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. Whom are you calling now?
The director.
He won't even speak to you.
Yeah.
What a tremendous tag team matchup we've got going. In fact,
Yeah,
we're going to
wake
be
'em up.
back in just a moment with the
Go to commercial.
conclusion of this particular bout. We'll be back. I don't care what you think. I believe that Johnny V is a detriment to these guys, to Demolition.
I don't think
that
so.
fountain of misinformation. He doesn't add anything to that team. There was a couple of great wrestlers there. Call somebody. Go ahead. Call somebody. We're going to go back to the Toronto's Maple Leaf Garden.
Can-Am match. Now.
Let's go.
Now Martel in trouble.
Axe from the inside. Oh,
Beautiful move.
clothesline him right on that top rope. Not the place to be. Look out, coming right out after him. Referee being distracted in the ring. They did a number once again on Rick Martel. 3 against 2.
3 against 2. Did you see JV do anything?
Anytime one of you goofs is out there wandering around the ringside,
Okay.
look at that.
Look at JV. Has he done
Distraction.
anything?
Distraction. It's only a question of time in my own mind before he does. Dragging Martel back up on the apron once again. Wide open. Oh. Come on, ref. He's got 2 hands full of hair there. When the referee pushes him back, smash steps right in. Here comes Tom. He couldn't take it anymore. I don't blame him.
Now, see, that was illegal right there. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But called for. Martel fighting back with lefts and rights. Axe is down. Good chance to make the tag there, and he chose not to, and he's out again. Mistake.
You know, this Martel's hit him with everything but your kitchen sink, baby, and he still can't knock him off his feet.
Well, he just did. Plus, it's Johnny V over here by a broadcast position screaming to get the attention of the referee, trying to distract him once again. Sunset flip of beauty. A tag made. I don't believe Martel saw it. He did not. Axe come in and clobbered him.
Martel's asleep as usual, man.
Oh, what a forearm shot. Make the tag now. He's trying to find his own corner. He's halfway there. He didn't make it. Close, but no cigar. Amazing how the good tag teams will cut the ring in half and keep their opponents on their side.
You know, maybe Martel and Zink need a manager. What do you think, Gorilla, huh?
It might help. Unless it's somebody like you. There's a tag made. The referee did not see it. Look at Zink. He's bent out of shape. As they continue the double team effort on Rick Martel. If he doesn't make a tag here in the next minute or so, this match is going to be history. Oh, dropped the headbutt, but nobody home. Axe just about knocked himself out. Martel doesn't know which direction to go. Now he sees his corner. There's the tag. And it's sinking a house of fire. Axe hard into the turnbuckle. Look out, smash coming in, he gets caught. Double knocker. And another shot, a right, and another right. All 4 men inside now. Double slingshot. Pandemonium broken loose here in Toronto's Maple Leaf Garden. I don't know who the legal guy is.
I don't know who the legal guy. I don't think the referee knows who the legal guy is.
Action's gone to the floor and to the apron here in Toronto. Oh, what a shot. Tom Zink took a header right into the steel post. The bell is gone. Referee raising the hands of Demolition. I believe we might have had a count out here. We'll have to wait and get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match is the result of a count out. Demolition.
A count out. In fact, I don't know how referee Terry Arson came up with that decision. Should have been a disqualification somewhere along the line. Nevertheless, you're looking at the losers right there in the K&M connection as Tom Zink really took a hard header right into that steel post. Right shoulder looks to be hurt as well. Luscious Johnny V very happy about what's going down here in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. Here it comes. Over the top. And now all pandemonium broke loose as a K&M connection really went on the receiving end. Now watch this shot here as Tom Zink goes to ram him in. He got thrown off, and wow. What a shot into the steel post. Lucky he didn't break his shoulder. Referee saw fit to give the match to demolition. Rick Martel now challenging Luscious Johnny V to step inside the ring, as he was probably mainly directly responsible. No way, shape, or form he's going to get in there with Rick Martel.
Look at Martel didn't want anything to do with JV, baby, because he knows JV knows Kung Fu Karate, and he'll wipe him out, Daddy.
Plenty more action still to come here from Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. We'll be back. You know, I was at ringside when that went down, and I just viewed it again, and I'm still not sure in my own mind that the legal man was counted outside the ring. Everybody should have been counted out for all the stuff that was going on there. No comment, right? You know,
Who cares?
who cares?
Been managing the world champion.
K&M
Think I care
cares.
about the Span Am and the rest of them? No,
I
I
hope
don't.
you're not too disappointed if Andre doesn't win. You'll probably do something really drastic.
Did you ever come downstairs early Christmas morning and find nothing under the tree?
Nope.
Me neither.
What does that mean?
Means I've never been disappointed, and I'm not going to be. Santa's coming to Pontiac Silverdome. He's bringing me a world championship.
You certainly were disappointed last week, weren't you?
I was double-crossed last week. It won't
Yeah.
happen again. I'm in direct communication now with the
Yeah, I'm sure you are.
CB, the director there.
Very
Cecil
important
B.
match on the line as part of WrestleMania. Indeed, the Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as the Macho Man Randy Savage.
Go to a Savage interview now.
Right now?
About 3 seconds, maybe 2.
Let's go to the Macho Man.
Go to it.
All right, stay tuned. More exciting primetime wrestling coming up here in just a moment or two. I don't care where I go. If it's New York City, if it's Atlanta, if it's Minneapolis, St. Paul, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Houston, no matter where I go, folks around the country, around the world, asking me about WrestleMania 3, the biggest wrestling extravaganza of all time from the Silverdome up in Pontiac, Michigan. And the date, by the way, will be Sunday afternoon, March the 29th, with a 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time start. Now, by the way, if you can't join us at the Silverdome, certainly you can see it in your area on full color, giant screen, closed circuit TV, or perhaps on select pay-per-view cable TV in your area. Hulk Hogan to meet Andre the Giant in a title defense for the heavyweight championship. There's more on that great card in terms of title defenses. Macho Man Randy Savage, Sarasota, Florida. Come on in. You're going to be defending against the Dragon, Ricky Steamboat. What's the cup for?
WrestleMania 3, Pontiac, Michigan. Yeah, 90,000 plus people watching right there. And this is Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time, because he'll never get closer than now. I am the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, and I will remain the Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion. And George the Animal Steel on the outside will be no factor, yeah.
You say no factor. Obviously, he is a factor, or you wouldn't even brought it up.
Oh, wow, Mr. Sarcasm, yeah. I don't care if you got 23 wrestlers around the outside, and it doesn't even matter, no, because I am ready, and I will not let this opportunity slip through my fingers. Cup of coffee, man, yeah. Man. Wow, man, freaked out.
I tell you, it's going to be something else. Ricky Steamboat challenging Macho Man Randy Savage in WrestleMania 3.
Macho Man obviously really bent out of shape. He's worried.
Well, you know,
he's a right to be worried.
George Animal Steel has no business being in that corner. He isn't a licensed manager. He's not a second. He's not Steamboat's partner.
There's one reason and one good reason why he's allowed in the corner.
Oh, he's in love with Elizabeth.
Well, what's good enough reason for me?
That's good enough for you?
That's right. Special matchup coming up. Special Delivery Jones against the Red Demon. We're going to join this match in progress.
Okay, Clumsy, run the film.
A lot of good things on it, like Eat Your Heart Out, Rick Springfield, the original version. Tell Me Why Not, Give Old George Another Chance. We Hate School. Streisand's Nose. A lot of big ones.
They tell me that you wrote the longest title in the history of country western music.
What was that, Gorilla?
I've got hair oil on my ears and my glasses are slipping down, but I can still see through you, baby.
Cute, real cute.
Was that one of yours?
Of course it wasn't one of my records, man. You know, you wouldn't say things like that to me if the Anvil was out here. Or if the Hitman was out here.
I wouldn't worry about the Anvil. He's always tired.
No, see, there you go. You're starting to get on the Anvil. You know, you're going to be sorry, Gorilla. He's in the best shape of his life. You know it, I know it, and the people know it.
Look at the Demon wasting time here. He's got SD in a compromising position and does not want to take advantage. Unlike some of your fellas, they look for openings like that.
You better believe it. Kick them when they're up and kick them when they're down, baby. That's the Hart Foundation's motto.
Uh-oh. Red Demon unwrapping some of that tape from around his wrist, and now it's around the neck of Special Delivery Jones. Come on, ref. Reach in there. Stick your hand in there. Take a look. Do something, even if it's wrong.
I think OSD's in a little bit of trouble right now, don't you, Gorilla?
Well, he's getting choked out right here. Is that invitation still open to go down to Memphis, Tennessee? And
you have got an open invitation, Gorilla, always to come to Memphis, Tennessee, my hometown, Honky Tonk's hometown, because everybody knows right now Honky Land USA is going up. By the seconds that we talk, baby, they're building the big monument for Honky Tonk Man. I'll even send our special plane, the Honky Tonk Marie, to pick you up, baby.
Oh. Well, how about Peggy Sue? Would you send her to pick me up?
Well, you know, Peggy Sue's got a lot of things to do down there. You know, like we got the Honky Land USA restaurant that we're having honky burgers.
Please.
You know, a lot of kids, too, they scream at Honky Man, and they say that he wears Brill cream. It's not Brill cream. We use honky cream on his hair.
Oh, please. The Demon at it once again with that piece of tape that he unwrapped from his wrist. Conveniently hides it up in his mask when he's not using it. Shoulder blocking right now. Leapfrog by Special Delivery. Oh, caught him with it again. SD looks a little bit lethargic.
He's in a little bit of trouble tonight, man. He looks like he's out of shape, out of date, maybe a little overweight tonight.
Well, talking about guys that are overweight, the Anvil seems to resemble that remark.
There you go. You know, you better get off the Anvil's case. I'm going to tell you something, really. You're going to be in a lot of trouble because I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell the Anvil when I see him exactly
what you're saying. How could I be in trouble? Jimmy, how could I be? I'm retired. I'm only a commentator.
Well, that's okay, man.
Just try to tell the people like it is.
Well, but you're not telling it like it is. We have the foundation, and the foundation, we have some of the greatest equipment to work out on in the world. We've got Dangerous Danny Davis working out on it. We've got the Hitman, Honky Tonk Man, Adorable Adrian Adonis is on it too, baby.
Danny Davis looks like he never worked out a day in his life.
You know, Gorilla, I'm just gonna forget you even said that.
Okay. SD plants that left hand downstairs. I told you the Demon made a mistake. He was just sort of coasting along in there when he had things going his way.
That first punch that SD threw was below the Mason-Dixon line, baby. That was a little bit below the belt, Gorilla.
Well, he must have been watching some films of you guys.
Oh, now he wants to dance. Look at him.
Tide has turned. What, you think the Honky Tonk Man's the only one that can dance?
You better believe he's the only one that can dance. He's the only one that can sing, he can dance, he can do it all, baby.
How about the Birdman? Coco, he dances.
Come on, man, the Birdman, man, he's a square. He's a nerd, man.
Look out. Oh, SD ramming his shoulder right into the steel post. As the Demon sort of vacated the premises in a hurry.
You know, the Demon, I'm going to tell you something, baby. He's looking pretty hot tonight.
Look at the legs on the Demon. Looks like he's been doing some heavy squats. Got those big thighs.
He's been working out somewhere.
Choke now. Go around the other side, Terry. Take a look. You might have to leave a wake-up call for this ref. I'm not sure.
For the referee?
Yes.
There's no doubt about it. But after all, he is a friend of yours. That's what you said.
Yes, he is. SD Jones going down to the breadbasket and now up to the jaw. Look out, Irish whip coming up. Hard into the corner goes the Demon. Scoop slam. Oh, he planted him. SD a little bit slow. Oh, he wants to take it off.
That's illegal.
He's going to show us what this guy looks like. Referee saying no. Oh.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Talk about low blows. Caught him right behind the knee with that. That's how you tear that lateral collateral ligament in the knee area.
Of course it is. What do you think the Demon did it for, Gorilla?
Well, now he's really going to work on the left leg of special delivery.
I'm telling you, the Demon looks pretty good tonight, man. He's taking advantage of everything, baby.
What kind of a win-loss record do you know? Do you have a clue? Do you have an inkling of the win-loss record of the Red Demon?
Well, that's, you know what, I'm going to check on it. Maybe I'll check on it before long.
We have that book with all those statistics in it somewhere.
Did you bring it? Did you bring it here?
I think it's here somewhere.
You'll find it for me. I'll look it up.
Okay. I think he's 0 for 1. Not sure of it.
Well, I'll tell you, he might be 1 for 1 when this match is over with, because it looks like OSD's in a lot of trouble tonight, baby.
Well, it would have to be 1 for 2. He's 0 for 1 now.
If he's 0 for 1 now, it'd have to be 1 for 1, wouldn't it? Wouldn't he win 1 and he lose 1, Gorilla?
No.
What do you mean, no?
He'd be 1 win for 2 matches. 1 for 2. How do they count down there in Memphis anyway?
We count by honky numbers.
I guess so. Still going to work on the left leg. SD better make some kind of retaliation here. This one will be history. Understand you had a meeting last week with my other, well, piece of garbage I like to call him, Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Hey, Bobby the Brain Heenan is a very close friend of mine, and let's face it, you know, on the show that y'all have, it's one of the top-rated shows in the world, and I think it's probably because of Bobby the Brain being on there, not Gorilla.
Well, it's amazing how Bobby the Brain Heenan's name, just like garbage, always seems to rise to the surface.
You know,
comes up in strange places.
Gorilla, you're going to be in a lot of trouble one of these days, because just think, what if Bobby Brain went there and told about King Kong Bundy? What if he talked about Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff? Look at Andre the Giant, baby.
SD not able to put any weight on that left leg, but there's nothing wrong with that left arm and that right jab as well.
What's the referee doing? The guy's hit him twice with a fist. He's not doing anything.
He's telling them about it.
Oh, big deal.
Just a minute ago, you said the referee was doing a great job. Now you're on his case.
No, wait a minute. You're the one that said he was doing a great job. I didn't say he was doing a great job.
Big roundhouse left sends the Demon down to the canvas. But SD is limping very badly. I knew that. The Demon right back to work on it. His brother didn't raise no fools.
I'm telling you, the Demon looks great tonight.
We might see a submission here. There's only so much pain you can absorb.
You know, SD just doesn't seem to have that fire tonight. He doesn't seem to have that excitement, that charisma.
Well, maybe he's got some other injuries that we don't know about. These guys are on such a tremendous schedule, it's hard to tell what's going on with them. Look out. Oh, went downstairs in the breadbasket with that one. Oh, sunset flip right over the top. Shoulders are down. It's over. He got him.
A quick count by the referee right there, Gorilla. What a quick count. Yeah, no, so. Look at this guy.
I didn't think so. He just used a little gray matter to put away the Red Demon.
Here is your winner, Special Delivery Jones.
Special Delivery Jones making it 0 for 2 for the Red Demon. Let's go back and take a look at how he did it. He was hurting here with that left leg, severely damaged. Takes him in, gives him a nice Irish whip in here. Look at that, right downstairs in the breadbasket. And look at, as he's doubled over, nice maneuver, would you not say?
He would never do that to adorable Adrian.
No, I guess not. Special Delivery Jones on to victory here this week. Plenty more action still to come. We'll be back. Using some smarts on that.
Okay,
Special Delivery Jones realizing he wasn't as mobile anymore as he could be in the match, so use that nice sunset flip. Whom are you speaking with, Miss Betty?
I'm in the no, not Miss Betty. I'm in the control room. I'm going to get a headset. I'm going to run the whole show right from here. You think it's funny, don't you?
You're liable to get stuck out in the ranch with Miss Betty.
I never beat the ranch.
We got rid of a lot of people on Primetime Wrestling, and
you'll never get rid of me because I'm the host.
Well,
okay, I want a headset
remains to be seen.
and I want a monitor.
Still plenty of action still to come here this week. We've
like
got some tremendous matches lined up. Of course, our feature yet to come.
Yeah.
King Kong Bundy and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff against Morocco.
Yeah.
Who?
The makeup girl.
You talking about Kathy? She does a tremendous job. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, she should do a job. You're 78 years old. Look how you look.
Oh, please. Yeah. Folks, don't pay attention to this fountain of misinformation here.
Yeah, get rid of her.
You know, he thinks he's going to have the next world heavyweight champion
give him
as part of his family.
Some cold towels. He hasn't been asleep for
that
6
certainly
months.
remains to be seen. As we stated, plenty more action still to come. In fact, the awesome team of Sika and Kamala teaming up against the Killer Bees coming up in just a moment.
Now, do you think they know what they're doing? Hello.
Maple Leaf Gardens attracting some gigantic matches here in the World Wrestling Federation. You having problems with your telephone?
You know, ever since you beat me out of that nice phone you gave me,
beat you? You didn't want it. You flatly refused the gift.
Give me this one here. This thing is worth about 13 cents.
Tag team action indeed.
Hello. Hello.
Sika, a wild individual himself, teaming up with the Ugandan Giant.
Is there anybody here that knows anything about telephones?
This is against a very unique team indeed in the form of
I don't want
Killer
this
Bees.
anymore.
Let's go to ringside in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
Somebody run something here.
There he is. Kenji is placing the trails there for this roughhouse tag team, if you will. We're talking about Kamala, the Ugandan Giant, and from the Wild Samoan area, talking about Sika.
What could these two guys possibly have in common?
They both ought to get weighed in a truck scale, probably.
Well, maybe that's about right.
How about that music, Monsoon? Is it kind of getting to you? You like it or what?
It's very catchy.
Is it American Bandstand or what? Dick Clark, eat your heart out.
Well, the Wizard.
Their opponents have a combined weight of 457 pounds. They are B. Brian Blair and Jumping Jim Brunzell, the Killer Bees.
Killer Bees.
Well, we got the Killer Bees here, Jimmy Hart. You see him coming in right now. B. Brian Blair, and who's the other halfwit?
Don't they look so silly in those stupid bee outfits, JB?
Jimmy Brunzell, they sure do, Jimmy. Little bees in the back, a little honey coming out of there.
You know, a few little girls scream over them, all of a sudden they think they're professional wrestlers, baby. But it's going to take a lot more than a few little girls to beat Kamala and Sika, isn't it, baby?
It's going to take more like the USC cheerleaders, about 25 of them. Ones that are graduated, ones that are in a holding pattern.
Let me lay this on you guys. Of the top 3 contenders for the very coveted title currently held by the Colonel and his entourage, these Killer Bees are within the top 3.
Well, okay, let me speak
I don't see the Dream Team up there in the top 3 ranking right at the moment.
That's only one thing you don't see, Monsoon. The other thing is a honest opinion of my behalf, because let me tell you something right now. There you see the camera right now on these Killer Bees. They are, without a doubt, one of the top 3 in this professional business right now. And I have to give these guys credit. But now you look at this like this here. This guy could care less about titles. This guy wants to go out and maim people and then go back and swing in the trees, you understand? And the other guy, too. Shut up! The other guy's not worried about opening up a 7-Eleven either. These guys just like to get in there and do it, baby, you understand? Titles are very insignificant to these people.
Well, you're sitting next to a gentleman who doesn't think that titles are insignificant.
I'm talking about to this guy, title is insignificant. This guy is a killer.
Like
Bell's gone, we're underway.
Like you said, Gorilla, the Hart Foundation, they are the world champions. We do have open contracts, whether it's the Dream Team, the Killer Bees, it could be Sika, it could be anybody. We're ready, baby.
Let me ask you this, Mouth. Why is it that you did not put the World's Heavyweight Tag Team Championship up for grabs in WrestleMania 3 coming down very shortly?
We'd love to. Like I said, we had open contracts. We had an open contract for 6-man tags. Dangerous Danny Davis, the newest member of the Hart Foundation, along with Jim the Anvil Neidhart, Bret the Hitman Hart, are taking on Tito Santana and the British Bulldogs.
In other words, you try to find a place for Danny Davis to hide. Is that not true?
Listen, you can run, but you can't hide in the Hart Foundation. We're going to be ready, baby.
Look out. Irish whip in. Shoulder block and doesn't even budge the mountain.
He never budged that fellow from Samoa there, Sika. There's no doubt about it, Monsoon. That's a wall of stone.
Sika,
what's he waving? He's just yelling something out there. What is that?
He's probably calling for a double cheeseburger or something.
Well, I don't know about that, but he was yelling something out here, and I think he directed it towards where you're sitting right here.
Sika, of course, well experienced in tag team competition. He a former co-holder.
That's right.
Of the tag team championship of
so
the world.
guy is no fluke in there. The guy knows what he's doing. You understand?
But you need continuity. You two guys, as well as anybody, should know how important continuity is in tag team wrestling, and I don't see any between Kamala and Sika.
Well, continuity, Jimmy Hart can chime in here if he would. Continuity means by as much as a prune Denny's to go at a McDonald's hamburger stand.
You know, you're absolutely right, JB. But look, you know, Kamala and Sika, they seem a little disturbed because the Wizard's not at ringside tonight.
I wonder where he's at, Jimmy. None of my business, but I mean, shut up, Monsoon, will you? I was asking Jimmy Hart this question. Where do you think he's at, Jimmy?
Kamala always butts in on everything.
Isn't he something?
You know
this guy eavesdrops on every word you're going to say.
You know the answer, Mouth. Go ahead and tell him where he is.
What's the question? All these people are screaming and yelling over.
The trivia question is, where is the Wizard? And I say the trivia answer is none of nobody's business.
That's
and
right.
look who's coming into the ring, Jimmy. Looky.
Tag made, the Ugandan Giant in there right now. Obviously, you guys have been under a rock somewhere.
You know, Kamala looks a little hungry right now, doesn't he, JV?
The Grand Wizard turned over all his rights to Mr. Fuji.
Oh, he did?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that. Did you, JV?
Well, that shows where I've been the last several weeks here. But I'll tell you right now, if I can stick with the action up here, forget about that stuff. Watch this guy.
See Brian Blair going for the slam. He can't get the big guy off his feet.
He can't get the big guy up there. Very well put.
That's right, baby.
It's like trying to pick up a 1985 Lincoln. You can't do it unless you got a hoist. And he doesn't have a hoist.
Kamala scoops him up with no trouble whatsoever. As B. Bryan's in trouble, look out, splash.
Oh!
Bryan just out of there at the last moment. He needs to make a tag. He's headed that way. There it is.
Here comes Jimmy Brunzell. I don't know if it's to the rescue or to a slow death.
Look, it's double teaming.
Oh, double slam. They got the big guy over. That's what teamwork is all about.
That's continuity. Is that what you were talking about earlier?
You got it.
You were alluding to it. All right, got it.
Kamala not used to being put in that position.
This isn't a handicap match. It's 2 men in the ring, and don't say 5 seconds either, Gorilla.
I wasn't going to say. I was going to say a 5 count, not 5 seconds.
Kim Chi, I don't know if the camera, there you go. There's a good hold. Do you see Kim Chi over there, Monsoon? Watching everything that's going on there. You see him right there?
I see him in the corner.
He's standing right there.
You think Kamala learned that reverse thrust kick in Uganda? Highly unlikely, don't you think?
I would think he might have kicked a few of those saber-tooth tigers and let them know what day it is and things like that. A few Detroit Lions. I wouldn't be surprised. You're gonna survive in that jungle out there. Both of those guys are from the jungles. They're gonna survive. They're rough and tough.
One guy well over 300, the other guy well over 4, maybe close to 5.
That's right.
Killer Bees, indeed, holding their own even after giving away several £100 to this awesome team of Sika. And what are you doing?
Fixing the phone.
Oh, we're going to get another bill, I can tell you that right now. We're going to be back with a very exciting conclusion to this tag team matchup.
I want a headset right now.
Just about.
What a piece
we
of
have
garbage.
A headset. Get this guy a headset.
Would you eat cereal to win this phone?
Happy now, you got your headset now. I had him take the phone away. Now you'll be in direct communication with the control room. We're going to go back in just a couple of moments here to Toronto.
It's like one of those Mr. Microphones you find under the tree at Christmas.
Please. The Killer Bees are looking to chalk up a big one, indeed, if they can, against Kamala and Sika. Let's go back to ringside.
Testing.
B. Bryan in for the ride. Oh,
boy.
Chop right underneath the chin.
You know, Jimmy Hart, this Sika is really one tough hombre, isn't he?
Baby, he's big, bad, rough, and tough, and he's definitely not easy to be bluffed, Johnny B.
No kidding.
Johnny B, let's enlighten all the fans. I understand there's a lot of dissension in the ranks of the Dream Team right now.
Well, it all depends where you're sitting at. If you're in the box seats, you may be able to detect some of that as B. Brian Blair gets hammered here at the hands of this Savage tag team, Sika, and of course, Kamala. Yeah, there's a little bit of dissension here and there, but I don't know if the force court's in the wings or not, but right now I guess it's kind of a trial separation.
You know, Gorilla, you've got your nose in everybody's business, man.
Look at this.
Keep the folks up to date.
Wow, it's
how
nice
can you have a dream team when you have 3 members?
Well, let me tell you something. There's a lot of surprises, as we say. in the JV school of thought around the corner. And let's put it this way, you'll be the first to know.
Okay.
If there's something I feel that you should be put on UPI and sent to your home, I'll act accordingly.
Another reverse thrust kick by Kamala and a big headbutt.
You know, it's like telephone, telegraph, and tell Gorilla Monsoon, JV, and he'll tell the whole world, I'll assure you that.
Oh, this is the Dear Abby of the professional wrestling, there's no doubt about it.
B. Bryan in a lot of trouble right now. Do you know if those paintings are of any significance that he puts on his body?
On Kamala?
Yes.
Now, how would I know from New York City about these paintings?
You managers all get
I've
together.
never gone into that much of a detail into this man's career.
Have your little baloney blowouts?
I've had a few baloney blowouts, and I've had a few radio blowouts, but I'll tell you something right now. I don't have I'm not that ignorant like you to go up and ask that guy with that half moon. I know it's a half moon. I would assume that's a half empty stomach, I would say. And the other half would love to have Mr. Flair in there, I guess.
B. Bryan going downstairs, trying to slow the big guy down. It's starting to take effect right now, right in the breadbasket.
He looks like a cannibal to me, in other words, what I'm saying.
Stuck a finger right in the eye.
You know, Kamala just put that fire out, didn't he, JV?
Sure did. This guy, Jimmy Hart, he's not exactly how we consider a lot of technicians like Bobby Orton and their Break the Hammer Valentine, where wrestling is their true forte. I mean, they can kick a punch with the best of them, but this Kamala and also this Seeker they're just chopping that meat in there, man. They're just kicking and punching and eye gouging, do what they're going to do to survive.
Ducks underneath a big right hand and a big roundhouse right of his own as B. Bryan trying to make it back to make the tag. Unsuccessful.
You know, Jimmy, wait a minute. We're almost getting a tag here. There's a tag.
We got a tag, but the referee did not see it as he was being distracted.
Why didn't he see it?
He was distracted by your friend, Kem Chi.
Oh, my friend Kem Chi, huh?
Yes. I know you guys all stick together. Look at this. Oh, gone out of the way, and Kamala rams his own partner.
Boy, that's not continuity. There's a lack of continuity there.
The referee now trying to get the big guy outside the ring. I thought Sika was history at that point. There's a tag, man. Look at this. Drop kick of beauty. By jumping Jim, hooks the leg. It's over.
I don't believe it. Jimmy Hart, I don't believe it.
Unbelievable.
1, 2, 3.
This capacity crowd just exploded here at Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. What a victory for the Killer Bees. Holy mackerel.
Hold the presses.
He was not the legal man. I'm telling you, he wasn't the legal man.
Killer Bees getting a tremendous ovation here in Toronto.
I think they're just as bewildered as we are, Monsoon. That's unbelievable.
I'm not bewildered. I'm not bewildered that they won.
Why not?
I've been expounding their virtue ever since they entered the World Wrestling
It's
Federation.
totally unbelievable.
You know,
There's nobody in here believes this.
if Mr. Fuji had been there, this never would have happened, Gorilla. I'm telling you right now.
Well, or the Wizard. The Wizard would have made a tremendous difference here. He's not here. They took advantage of it.
Raising the hands of Sika and Kamala, but indeed they were not the victors, as the Killer Bees really did a number. Let's go back and take a look at how it went down. Watch this drop kick.
It is a tremendously high drop kick.
Nobody does it any better than I know, Johnny V.
He's got to be about 12 feet parallel to the deck.
Right in the kisser, knocked him right into the middle of next week. Referee right there. B. Bryan stopping Kamala from making the save.
Even on the replay, I still didn't see Brunzell with a tag.
So what? We'll be back. Jumping Jim Brunzell, the master of the drop kick, the greatest drop kick today.
Okay, this is talk.
Yeah, press it.
What do you need, a lesson? Are you getting a quick lesson in how to operate the...
What?
Are you getting a lesson in how to operate the...
I was showing her
Oh, you were showing
the proper way to use this and to
Give me a break. Did you see who won the match? The match is over. Did you see who won?
No, I was trying to help her out. I got to help you out, help
please.
her out, help everybody out.
Killer Bees jumping Jim Brunzell with that devastating drop kick of his.
Hello.
Hello. Are you in communication now with...
Okay, you ready?
Oh, okay, good.
Got it.
Well, it certainly was an unusual combination to begin with. Speaking of Kamala teaming up with Sika, I knew there would be no continuity whatsoever there in that team, but...
No
getting any
signals now?
You'll get the signal. You'll hear everything, and you'll see everything. We have an interview coming up.
Let's go to Mr. Baseball, Bob Uecker.
In fact, the interview we're about to see is with the Hart Foundation and Danny Davis. He doesn't have a clue because he can't even hear me right now, but he'll know in a moment.
Mr. Baseball.
As part of that gigantic, that colossal card for WrestleMania 3 at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan on March the 29th, Sunday afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern start, you're going to be seeing former tag team champions, the British Bulldogs, teaming up with Tito Santana to meet the new champions, the Hart Foundation, along with their third man, former referee, Danny Davis. And perhaps the Bulldogs have an opportunity, along with Santana, to avenge that very controversial loss. Come on in, if you would, Danny Davis, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and Bret the Hitman Hart.
You know, Gene, I think WrestleMania 3 is really going to be, it's sort of going to be a dog day afternoon. That's what I think. We've got two Bulldogs. I love how you say ex-champions, or former champions. And I like how you say the new champions, the Hart Foundation. We've got the two British Bulldogs, washed-up Bulldogs, and we've got now Tito Chihuahua Santana.
All right.
Jim?
Well, you know, I can't for the life of me figure out why this Mexican burrito brother wants to stick his nose into our business.
He pushed him. Danny Davis pushed him.
Oh, really? Oh. Big Danny Davis pushed little Tito Santana.
Well, let me tell you something. In WrestleMania 3, I'm going to slap him around a little bit. I'm going to embarrass him.
This is going to be your first
and I'm going to
appearance
slap around the Bulldogs a little bit, too. These two men have been training me every single day, 8 hours a day minimum. Up in the morning, running, lifting weights. He's got me on a special wrestling program, and he's got me on a special weightlifting program. And when I get
and a little of that,
and when I get in that ring in WrestleMania 3,
you're going to slap people around.
I'm going to slap them around. I'm going to embarrass them in front of all them people.
You know how long it takes to acquire this expertise in this great sport, Jim?
Yeah, obviously we've acquired this expertise in this sport. Yeah, obviously, haven't we? What do these look like, a coffee can?
All right, I thank you very much, gentlemen. Yes, Danny Davis teaming up with the Hart Foundation to meet the British Bulldogs and Tito Santana, part of that big, sensational extravaganza, WrestleMania 3.
Well, the brain is all squared away now. He's in direct communication with our control room, and
find out for me, will you?
Obviously, he can hear everything that's going on in there, but he can't hear me.
Will you find out?
Hey, Ugly.
I want some answers.
You certainly look terrible.
You know, I gave the cue to Euchre, and they went to another thing.
Well, I can't help that.
Well, I can't either. If they gave these guys a decent salary, more than $3 a month, maybe they could help out.
Coming up right now, a special match.
Let's go to the match right now.
K9 against Jose Luis Rivera. Let's go to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my left, from Romania, weighing 240 pounds, Johnny K9. His opponent is from Puerto Rico, weighing 241 pounds, Jose Luis Rivera.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Gorilla Monsoon here at ringside with luscious Johnny B. And look at the Pearl Harbor attack by Johnny K9 on Jose Luis Rivera.
Say what you want to, baby, but that's the name of this business out there is get these people off the guard.
Still got his ring jacket on.
So what? That away, K9.
Referee Joe Bonello step in and at least let Rivera get his jacket off.
Beautiful. I like this K9 guy. Shows me a lot of savvy.
Rivera over the top rope and out.
And he flew over that top rope.
What is that significant of?
What's that?
The crossing of the forearms by Johnny K9.
Now, how would I know
Did I not see that in an old movie called 1984? Do you remember that?
How do I know what you've seen, Monsoon? I don't follow you around.
Wasn't that the movie where Big Brother was watching everyone?
I don't know. Let me just say.
Where have you been? Under a rock, Johnny B?
Yeah, I've been several rocks. You should try it sometime. It's nice under there.
Side headlock.
People like you don't bother me.
By K9. Rivera gets rid of him in a hurry. Nice leapfrog. And another one. Scooped him up. Dropped him.
What a slam. K9. Oh, my Lordy. Ooh, boy.
Couple of nice arm drags as K9 just keeps coming.
This K9,
straight
man.
ahead. Now he's headed out.
This K9, he's a mover and a groover.
I don't believe he's got both oars in the water.
Well, I don't know about that. I'm just saying he's a mover and a groover. The guy's in great physical shape. I give him credit. I like the hairdo on the guy. I like the little goatee. Got that.
Looks like he fell downstairs with a lawnmower.
Well, the state may have cut that hair, but outside of that, I give him all the credit in the world. He's a game individual. He's a licensed professional wrestler, and he takes pride in what he does. So why shouldn't he express himself in that ring?
Well, he'll really impress me, Johnny V.
Now there you go. He went into that cross thing again.
There it is. I'm telling you, that's significant of something.
Some kind of a deal there. I don't know what that means.
Some kind of a club.
I do not know. I'm not into psychotherapy with these guys. I don't know what that means.
The only way that Johnny K9 will impress me is if he can put away the ring veteran, Jose Luis Rivera.
Well, yeah, there he goes again now. See, he seems to be hiding from the lights. I wonder if it's the lights in his eyes.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe he's a night person. Maybe the lights are affecting his eyes. Maybe he's bashful. I don't know. Maybe he's a laid-back guy, just not in front of, used to being in front of people.
Arm wringer by Rivera.
This Rivera, he's met the best of them here.
Boy, he certainly has. And, you know, any time that you can remain within the ranks of the World Wrestling Federation for any length of time, as Jose Luis Rivera has done, you have to have pretty much on the ball.
Right, and he's Rivera's wrestled overseas, I'm sure in Japan, Australia. And,
all over the world.
Right, all over the world.
Japan, Australia, South America, Puerto Rico, France, England, most of Europe, the Scandinavian countries, down under Australia, New Zealand. Anything else you'd like to know?
How about around New Jersey?
Oh, definitely.
Has he ever been around
that's where he makes his home, in New Jersey.
Well, that is true. He is a resident here in the state of New Jersey. K9 to the advantage here. That away, Johnny K9. I like this guy. Something about him. I don't know.
Why don't you take the guy under contract and manage him?
Well, if you want to know the absolute truth,
you're going to be losing one of your members very shortly. You might want to pick somebody else.
No, don't start that stuff. You know, people that start to think there's trouble between the Dream Team and.
Well, there definitely is.
Well,
ever since you took into your stable what shall I call him? Benedict Arnold?
Your idol, you mean?
The Benedict Arnold, the former Canadian heavyweight champion, Dino Bravo, that piece of garbage.
You know something, Monsoon? It wasn't too long ago. I was walking along the boardwalk in Atlantic City. A lovely Italian lady come up to me and she says, Mr. Valiant, and I says, yes, Johnny V right here. She says, how could I ever arrange to have a date with Dino Bravo?
Please.
And I said, my dear, I'll tell you what, even as we speak, if you give me your name and your number, I'm sure in the area, Dino will give you a call in around the Atlantic City area. She is a starlet at one of those casinos down there in the boardwalk, and she is a physical knockout. So there. So there is somebody that likes Dino Bravo besides half the Italian race.
I'm not talking about his physical appearance.
He's a good-looking dude. Maybe that kind of makes you very jealous. As Johnny K9's outside the ring here, feeling the effects of that missing his opponent. Come on, Johnny, get back in there and get at this Rivera.
K9 is suffering at the hands right now of Jose Luis Rivera, as Jose is starting to unload with some of that tremendous arsenal that he has. Irish whip in here. Whoa, right underneath the chin. Plants one.
I started to talk about this Johnny K9, and I was giving him a few pointers, and I like the way he's doing things so far at the beginning of the match, where he caught the guy off guard. That's one of the things that I...
Well, that's about where it ended.
Well,
it's all downhill since then. Reversal by K9. Rivera into the corner. Oh.
Okay, all right.
Excuse me. Jose Luis on the second turnbuckle from the inside.
Get up, Johnny K9.
Look out. Oh, beautiful drop kick by Rivera. Hooks the leg. Run the hot water. This one's over.
That's right. Run the hot water, Grandma.
Jose Luis Rivera had about enough of Johnny K9 and really put it to him with a nice drop kick off the second turnbuckle.
Here is your winner, Jose Luis Rivera.
Big smile on his face as Johnny K9 will go home with the short end of the money, as we say.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to that boy about something.
Well, you were very impressed early on, and here's the result right here. Oh, look at that right in the kisser.
Devastating drop kick.
I think Johnny K9 has got a negative attitude about Jose Luis Rivera right now.
May have a few negative upper choppers, too.
Plenty more action still to come. We'll be back. Jose Luis Rivera indeed chalking up another one in the win column. What an exciting match that was. You know, it's going to be interesting to see as part of WrestleMania 3 that big fat slob, Adrian Adonis, without any hair on his head whatsoever. He'll even start to resemble you a little bit. You look extremely ugly this week. Can you hear me at all? Hello, Brain.
You know, when you talk about WrestleMania,
yes, go ahead.
You got to talk about myself managing the next heavyweight champion.
We just finished talking about that.
I'm waiting for something to come through here from that.
Well, you're only hearing what's going on in the control. I was just talking about how you resemble a lot in your thinking, Adrian Adonis, and what a shame it's going to be to have his head shaven.
That's true, too.
As part of WrestleMania.
But what about Piper? What's he going to look like in the plaid skirt with his head shaved?
You know, Piper, in my opinion, really doesn't care anymore because this is his farewell match, and he's finished with professional wrestling, so he states, and he's got a tremendous career ahead of him, lined up in Hollywood.
Yeah, if you call parking cars at MGM a big deal.
And I asked quite a few people where your star was on the Hall of Fame walk there, and
Andre the Giant Star is going to be there as champion of the world.
Our feature coming up in just a moment. We'll be back.
Let's go to Bob Uecker.
Feature time indeed here this week.
He said what?
What's your problem? What are you looking at me like that for?
What have you been saying about me behind my back?
What do you mean behind your back? You're sitting right here next to me. Who are you listening to in there? Some guy that's sweeping the floor or something back there?
Well, that could be an executive here.
King Kong Bundy teaming up with Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. The opposition for them, Morocco and Orton. A very important date for them coming up in WrestleMania. Let's go to the ring.
Okay, let's go to it.
This tag team matchup is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring at this time, weighing 239 pounds, Paul, Mr. Wonderful, Orndorff. And his partner, weighing 420 pounds, King Kong Bundy. Their opponents are accompanied by their manager, Mr. Fuji. At a total combined weight of 540 pounds, the ace cowboy Bob Orton and the magnificent Morocco.
Magnificent Morocco and ace cowboy Bob Orton certainly have a very important date come March 29th, Silverdome, Pontiac, Michigan, as they will step into the ring and face the Can-Am Connection.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Monsoon. Let me tell you something right now. They better save the energy they're going to need for that big show up Pontiac. Of course, we're talking about WrestleMania 3, and I hope they don't lose a lot more than energy right here.
Let me ask you this, Mouth. Of all these celebrities that are going to be involved in WrestleMania 3, I would assume that Aretha Franklin is probably your favorite.
No, she's not. Mary Hart was my favorite because, after all, I think she might be related to me somewhere down the line.
And Alice Cooper would have been your second choice.
Oh, Alice Cooper. I promise, if I get my hands on Alice Cooper, Gwilla, it's going to be all over for him. School's going to be out for him.
All over for you.
Oh, no way, baby.
Very unusual tag team combination here in the form of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and King Kong Bundy.
Very, very interesting matchup here. You know, I'm sure that Orndorff certainly is in awe of Morocco, and I think vice versa as well. But you have to give them credit right up here. These are the two, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, top guys in the business right now. No ands, ifs, or buts about it.
Well, very impressive credentials, of course, carried into the ring with the magnificent one, Don Morocco, former Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, and a whole lot more.
You know something, too, girl? I feel so safe out here right now. On my left, I got Johnny V, and on my right, I got Mr. Fuji, baby. I feel great.
Let's not forget Mr. Fuji. He's watching the match here. Is there any way that Mr. Fuji could come down here and say a few words? I don't know if he would like to say a few words here.
Mr. Fuji, welcome to Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens. This is a very unusual tag team matchup combination.
Thank you. You see my team, Orton right now, is doing something very devastating. Oh, no! Something cross-double right there, I don't understand.
Didn't work out too well. Are you looking forward to your big date, March 29th in the Silverdome?
Oh, yeah. Those pretty boys, my thing, gotta be prepared.
Thank you very much. You're a very devious person.
He's got it under control, baby.
Certainly wouldn't want to buy a used car from him.
You know, he alluded to the fact that Martel and Zink, pretty boys. Well, maybe they are compared to Bundy, or maybe they are compared
Anybody's
to Orton,
pretty compared to Bundy.
Well, wait a second. There's a list for every pot. I'm sure there's a woman out there in our TV audience out there that would love maybe to have a date, maybe a blind date, sure, granted, with King Kong Bundy. But listen, there's a lid for every pot again, as I said earlier.
A lot of people think Bundy's the Clark Gable of the WWF Gorilla.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they do. You know what?
You mean he's dead?
Oh, cute, real cute.
Wait a minute now.
Look out. Orton hard into the turnbuckle. Bundy was about to go over the avalanche, but Orton, the ring technician that he is, realized he had to get out of there.
But you know who's missing tonight? Bobby the Brain Heenan, baby.
Bobby the Brain Heenan, obviously very conspicuous by his absence. Maybe he and Andre are reviewing some films.
You see Don Morocco going right at Bundy right there, and of course the partner of his coming in here at the moment, Paul Orndorff. Here's two of the greatest right here in the ring. Of course, a tag made here, entering Don Morocco, if you will. He has
Would both you guys like to express an opinion here to possibly 30 million people who will be viewing this program? Pick me a winner in the Silverdome, Andre against the Hulk.
You gotta go with Andre, baby.
I would say Andre the Giant, no doubt about it, is going to be the new champion of the world.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but you're not giving me any logical reasons.
Logical reasons, as Don Morocco is kicking Orndorff here, and we're looking over the right ear of Fuji, would be...
Keep that cane out of there.
Strength, experience, balance, determination, and there's a little thing called he wants to be the champion. The guy already is the champion. There's only one way to go, Hogan, and that's south. Andre only has one way to go, and that's to be the champion. I don't know if you know what it is, psychology of life, but when you're aggressive in life, you get things. You find out what you want, you find out what it takes to get what you want, and the third thing is do it. And on the 29th, maybe, at the Pontiac Silverdome, that's what Andre the Giant's going to do.
Thank you for your very biased opinion. Morocco stepping right on the throat of Mr. Wonderful. Andre the Giant has a couple of things going against him in that big match, in my opinion.
Name two of them.
Well, number one, he's got Bobby the Brain Heenan as his manager.
Name me one more.
Number two, in order for him to become champion, you have to, there's only two ways you can win it. You must make Hulk Hogan submit, which is highly unlikely. Hulk Hogan will never submit. So he only has one way, really, to win the title, and that's to pin Hulk Hogan.
Why would you say he wouldn't give up? How do you know that the guy wouldn't give up?
Because he's got too much guts, intestinal fortitude, something neither one of you knows a great deal about.
Yeah, fine. Let me tell you something. Every painter knows when the picture's finished, you understand? And I think the Hulk Hogan picture is finished, kaput, gonzo.
Orton in a lot of trouble here. I'm sorry, Orndorff.
I mean, Mr. Wonderful's in a lot of trouble. I don't think he is in a lot of trouble.
You know what, Gorilla's all shook up now, JB. I'm telling you, man.
Tag made.
King Kong Bundy. Enter if you will.
Bundy unloading on Morocco. Irish whip into the corner. Here comes the avalanche. He nailed him with it.
Even Don Morocco was jolted by that. Even Don Morocco felt that impact.
Sucker punch from the outside by Orton kept Bundy from literally putting away Morocco. Oh, look at that right hand.
Bobby Orton caught him with a haymaker. And
drops an elbow on him. And another one.
Covering.
Forget about it.
About 20 feet up the air, man.
Certainly did.
Tag made as Mr. Wonderful steps in, and he's on fire. He's still going after Morocco. Irish whip coming up.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just about rammed his head into that. Look at this. Atomic drop. He nailed him with it. Down for the cover. Morocco in to make the save. That one was history.
Man, it's a Pier 6 battle out there. I'd hate to be
certainly is.
Stay out of the way, referee, of these guys.
Look at this, the cane. Fuji stuck the cane in there.
Oh!
Morocco nailed Orton with it. And Morocco's down.
Oh, Fuji, way to go.
Orndorff covering ace. He got it.
Oh, boy.
Woo. Things sort of turned around.
The devious one, is that what you call him? Now you know why he's the devious one.
Things often backfire when you try to do underhanded things, as they did right here for Mr. Fuji.
Here are your winners, the team of Paul, Mr. Wonderful, Orndorff, and King Kong Bundy.
Well, Mr. Fuji actually causing his team to lose. Would you not say that?
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Let's go back and take a look. Fuji thought he was doing something good as he hands Morocco the cane, and now Morocco goes to ram it, and instead Orndorff ducks and nails the ace. Right over quickly, making the cover. Referee turning around. Shoulders are down. 1, 2, 3. I loved it.
Oh, I don't.
We'll be back. Boy, things really backfired.
You know, if it wasn't for Mr. Fuji, the team of Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff and King Kong Bundy would have won.
They did win. They did win. Bundy and Orndorff won the match.
Yeah, that's right.
They did win. Even though Mr. Fuji tried to turn things around in it. Sometimes those things backfire.
That's what I was going to say.
I thought so.
See, this thing's got half static in it. This thing isn't a whole lot. This is just a phone with ear flaps. That's all this thing is.
Well, what did you expect?
From this operation? Huh.
Bobby the Brain Heenan is certainly having a good...
I got 2 switches here.
Yes.
Off and on in different channels.
Uh-huh.
One goes to the director, one goes to me.
And one to your mother. Yes. He doesn't hear it. He doesn't have a clue what's going on here this week on Prime Time.
Coming up now.
Well, folks, that wraps it up for another week here on Prime Time Wrestling. What's your problem? Do you have a problem? You have a lot of problems.
I have no problem now because I'm done with this piece of garbage.
Try to control yourself now.
Thing doesn't work. Can't hear anybody in it.
Do you have any idea what we're doing next week on Prime Time?
No, I don't. I've been on this thing for the last half hour.
We're going to start our special review of Mr. Fuji and Mr. Morocco and some of the outrageous things that they've done here.
Oh, one of my favorite segments.
Yeah, which
Fuji Vice.
Yes.
Fuji General.
Yes.
They do a stand-up
Fuji
comedian.
Bandito.
Oh, Fuji Goes to Hollywood.
Oh, is that your favorite?
Well, they're all, it's hard to pick one of them. They're all great.
I thought they were going to do one in Beverly Hills. I guess they didn't.
Well, Fuji can't come in Beverly Hills after dark.
Oh, thanks very much for letting us in on that. Until next week, Gorilla Monsoon for Bobby the Headset.
No, Bobby the Brain,
so long,
manager of
everybody.
the world champion.
Maybe.